imagine for the future. Honda, the power of dreams.
You may be familiar with Honda Motors. They're all over the place, from cars to motorcycles. The huge success of the auto giant is all thanks to its founder, Soichiro Honda. But do you know the true story of Mr. Soichiro Honda's struggle to establish Honda Motors? The story of Honda founder Soichiro Honda is genuinely inspiring. Keep watching the video till the very end to know his success story. Soichiro Honda was born in a small village in Japan to a blacksmith father and a weaver mother. He was a very curious person since childhood. He was very attracted to making new things, tools and machines, and he was very curious about cars, vehicles like how cars work, how they're made. He used to find all these things and questions very interesting. As a result of what happened at the age of 16, his knowledge and skill towards machines increased significantly. On the other hand, he was not very good in studies. He wasn't interested in going to school, and he was more interested in gaining practical knowledge than theoretical knowledge. So he dropped out of school and began working with his father at a bicycle shop. He saw an ad one day that said, "In Tokyo, there's a need for some mechanic for the Art Shokai company." Soichiro saw it as an exciting opportunity to learn more about vehicles and improve his knowledge of them because the Art Shokai company was into repairing and maintaining them. With this trust, he made the biggest decision of his life and left his village to work as a mechanic in Tokyo. Soichiro Honda arrived in Tokyo safely, but nothing went as planned. However, he was very young, so he didn't get the job. What he got was the only option to work as an intern, which wasn't great, but he didn't give up and accept that offer. And he didn't go back to his village because he knew he would learn as an intern as well, which is why he didn't return to his village and started working. Working as an intern was a difficult task because he was not paid for his work and was also asked to do very small tasks. But despite all of these negative and minor things, Soichiro Honda only focused on learning and improving his knowledge and skills regarding motor machines. And this attitude paid off handsomely. His knowledge grew so much that he began assisting other senior mechanics and large employees for their work. He began explaining new and simple methods to others for their work and began developing creative and simple tools which have made other people's work much easier. People began to respect him as a result. Everyone began to recognize Soichiro Honda's talent and capability. Even the owner of that company recognized Soichiro's talent and capability, so he began teaching Soichiro business-related stuff as well. Soichiro learned it very well and slowly he became good even in business. So the company owner made Soichiro branch manager, and at the age of 22, Soichiro Honda became manager and a very successful person. After all of this, Soichiro Honda began to think big, but he was very interested in making things, so he decided to do piston ring manufacturing, which is used in vehicles. However, the company didn't like this idea, so in order to fulfill his dream, he took the biggest decision of his life. He left that position of branch manager from that company in order to achieve his vision. To manufacture a piston ring, he needed to know many things, so he began learning about those things again. At night, he used to learn about piston rings, and in the morning, he used to make piston rings with different materials. He used to do it regularly. He kept on doing it until and unless he didn't make a best quality piston ring and fulfill his vision. After creating the desired rings, he began supplying them to large corporations such as Toyota. Everything was going perfectly. He was successful, but then he got a big shock. When war broke out in China, most of his company's employees had to go fight in the war, leaving the majority of women employees behind. Because of this, women employees in his company were unaware of the manufacturing process, so Honda changed himself according to the situation and atmosphere, and with all his efforts, he made all procedures very simple so that even women could do it easily. Again, his solutions began to work, and he began to believe that everything was going well. Then, during the war, when other countries' warplanes were dropping bombs in China, that bomb not only destroyed places in China, but also destroyed his company. As well as his investments were destroyed, everything vanished. That bomb destroyed everything, but it wasn't able to destroy or even touch Honda's belief in strength. With all of his strength and conviction, Honda once more gave his life a fresh start. He began to work and establish his company, which he named Honda Motors. This time, he began to work toward the desire and dream that he had long since seen, and he established his motorcycle manufacturing company. He was very interested in motorcycles and racing, so he started building them. He didn't have much money at first, and his first motorcycle was simply a cycle with an engine attached. He sold that motorcycle, which was well received, and he began making money. With that profit, he created many advanced motorcycles, and when Soichiro Motorcycles began winning motorcycle races, his motorcycles became very successful all over the world, and he became the largest motorbike manufacturer. His success didn't stop there. He also considered manufacturing and making cars. At the time, the Department of Trade disapproved of this concept because in their opinion, the market was already crowded with successful car manufacturing and car-making companies, and they believed that Soichiro Honda's startup would not be able to compete. Honda, however, chose not to heed their advice and instead, as always, followed his heart and intellect. As a result, he began developing the prototype. He created a model that was so effective and robust for the time that everyone loved it, including the department. In doing so, he disproved everyone and established himself in the auto industry. Honda possesses a special quality that most people don't, and that quality is what made him and his business successful. Since 1959, his motorcycle company has been the largest in the entire world. His company's motorcycles, which are powered by the most combustion engines in the world, continue to win numerous motorcycle races, fulfilling another of his dreams. In addition, Honda also makes marine engines, watercraft, generators, garden tools, and even aerospace components. Honda's success is directly or indirectly attributable to Soichiro and some of his personal traits. Although Honda Motor Company Limited's roots are in motorcycles and is the world's top motorcycle manufacturer, it is perhaps best known as a car manufacturer. It is the third largest car manufacturer in Japan. The United States, where it makes the majority of its sales, is its best market. Honda's car line, which includes well-known bestsellers like the Accord, Legend, Civic, Prelude, and the opulent Acura, accounts for nearly 90% of the company's sales. Despite being the most stolen and thus most in-demand car, the Accord is the second most popular car in the US. Motorcycles made by Honda include the Super Cub, Foresight, and Shadow 750. The company's Power Products division manufactures all-terrain vehicles, outboard motors, portable generators, agricultural and industrial machinery, and portable generators, all of which increase annual sales. Honda earned $9.534 billion in fiscal year 2018 on revenue of $138.250 billion, a 6.2% increase from the previous fiscal cycle. In October 2018, Honda stock traded at more than $32 per share, with a market capitalization of $50.4 billion. Honda's motorcycle segment generated approximately 2.2 trillion Japanese yen in revenue in the fiscal year of 2022. This represents a 16.9% increase over the previous year's results. The Japanese automobile and motorcycle manufacturer recorded its highest motorcycle sales revenue in 2022, surpassing 2019. Honda's market capitalization. Honda Motor Company Limited is the world's largest manufacturer of car combustion engines with 5.78% revenue market share. Honda has offices all over the world, producing everything from automobiles to aircraft subsidiaries including American Honda Motor Company, Honda Automobile China, Honda Sealed Cars India, Dongfeng Honda, Honda Aircraft Company, Honda Spain, Honda Canada Inc., and many more. Honda's net worth is now estimated to be $53.44 billion. Honda's annual sales. Honda creates cutting-edge technologies as well as new car designs for the road. Every year, Honda produces millions of motorcycles and automobiles. Thousands of units are shipped to various countries each year. As sales increase, so does production. Honda has made a substantial profit from its sales, which are as follows. Honda made $25,669.8 million in profit in 2021. And that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then do like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more such exciting content. See you in the next one.